1 million they sent on their way from the 1400 meter marker. Elusive Masters right there after the order. Simon Bolivar, the white cap, is near the rail, followed by Small Town Dude. Pavarotti Passion is towards the outside. Tate extreme right. And at this stage, Thanksgiving's about 5 or 6 lengths off the leader. Panchula's near the rail. Lattler America 7 or 8 lengths off the leader at this stage. Days of Thunder is along the inside, then Abbotsford, and behind that is Arrow's Mark, who at this stage is about 8 or 9 lengths off the leader as they move to the 700 meter. Elusive Master by 1 length. Pavarotti Passion is right there. Simon Bolivar's near the rail. Then Pansula on the outside of that after the order. Further back is Tay, then Small Town Dude. Thanksgiving, 2 off the right-hand side with the orange caps, got about 4 or 5 lengths to make up. 300 to go. Elusive Master still leads it. Pavarotti Passion, Simon Bolivar. Thanksgiving's now getting into the race towards the outside after the order. Coming to the 200 though. Elusive Master. Thanksgiving's a big runner now, and Thanksgiving comes exploding into the lead over the last 100. And it's Thanksgiving going on to win it. Matter of what will run second. Second position will probably go. No, we'll leave it Panchula or Pavarotti Passion. Then Small Town Dude. So, number 13, Thanksgiving. Dees was big on this one. The Dynasty, Duncan Al's Muzieni, and gets eased up at the line at 1 rand 70. You could see at the 300 was travelling sweetly, and then Muzi just clicked, and here's Thanksgiving to record the victory. So Thanksgiving, hot favourite, 170. It won it by about 4 lengths. Panchula, no, it's very close. Panchula and Pavarotti Passion, maybe the horse obscured. Pavarotti Passion. Then Panchula, Small Town Dude, followed by Arrow's Mark, and then came Days of Thunder, the long-time leader Elusive Masters further back in the run, then Lateral America. We'll take a look at that head-on shortly. So, number 13, Thanksgiving, with the green sleeves and the orange cap still under the hands, and starts to make up the ground, Thanksgiving, and then goes on to score and races away by that 3 or 4 lengths. So number 13, Thanksgiving, tote favourite, 170. The pick 6 pool was over 2.3 million. Back to the studio.
Well done to owner Dave McLean and the son of Dynasty, bred by Gary Player Stud. Well done to them. And of course, Duncan Howells, Muzieni teaming up, and it's really nice. Doesn't always work. It's not an exact science. We ask the guys for their opinion on what they think. They're the guys who work with these animals back home. And when the plan comes together and the stable is giving you the confidence, it's a warm feeling, Duncan. I feel great as well because, you know, we're concerned about the draw, but you gave the guys all the confidence that you could have given.
I look, these, you know, when you run horses like this, you don't want them to get beat. You put yourself under pressure to get them to win. But I knew I had a good horse coming out today. I thought he was a bit unlucky not to be closer first time out. He got quite a bit of interference. And he's typical of Dynasty. He's progressive. He's shown me a lot of ability at home. And I knew if we had a little bit of luck on our side, he'd pull it off for us.
I also like the ride that Muzi gave him. At one stage, I thought, this horse is running deep, but that confidence that you gave him was translated into his ride. He wasn't concerned about anything.
No, look, I left the riding to him. Not that I do that very often, but I thought with the wide draw, I said to Muzi, ride your own race. I didn't expect him to be out in front because I didn't think he'd have enough pace, but I thought he rode the perfect race to keep the horse using his action, and that's all he had to do was keep building up the whole race.
Well, these colours, they keep hitting the board, Duncan, and that must give you a lot of joy as well. You know, he's a big, loyal supporter of yours, Mr. McLean.
Look, he's been very good to us. He's put his hand in his pocket at the sales. Very nice guy to train for. You give him the chance to let the horses mature and grow up, which makes my job easy. And now look, we got some nice 3-year-olds that I've given time to, hoping that they start to show what I think they're capable of doing, and it's all paying dividends now.
Guys that missed your interview this morning, maybe you can fill them in on what you like later on.
I thought it dawned on me he's got a huge chance, but then listening to you guys this morning that also it's dropped down in the merit ratings, obviously he is going to be the horse to beat. But I think he'll give a very good account of himself. I think the 3 fillies weren't going into quartets and trifectas in the 5th race, and the horses are coming back to form, so they'll be right there.
Thanks for that, Duncan, and all the best with this horse.
Great, thanks very much. Just thanks to our sponsors winning form, and thanks to Muzi.
Lovely. Muzi Yenny, flavor of August. Man that's hit the road running this season. Muzi, Duncan said, I'll leave it to you. You weren't concerned that you were a bit deep?
I was happy to lead. He's a big striding horse. And I got a good feel on him in the barrier trial. And then the next run he ran 4th. And the race got a little bit rough, and he battled to turn it into a sprint. So I was happy to lead. But at one stage, these were all in one line, trying to get to the front. And obviously with experience, just a little patience. The race will sort itself out. I just wanted one in front of him, even if I was 3 deep, just to help him with a little bit of wind cover and just to keep his momentum. But even top of the straight, I literally pulled him out and he literally done the rest by himself. He's a lovely horse. I know it's just only a maiden win, but he feels very scopy and he feels decent enough to maybe compete with the good 3-year-olds. Just well done to Mr. McLean for his patience with him. And I think tracks like at Serpentine and classic type of distances he might get, he gave me a nice feel. And he feels like immature. I wouldn't rush to geld him yet because he done it quite effortlessly today. So well done to those.
Okay, so the next question is going to be a curveball. It's the same colors, it's the same trainer.
Yes.
If I have to tell you Duke of Spin runs against Thanksgiving in a month's time, you're going to have the choice. Which horse will you choose?
I think more of a stayer.
Over 1,600 meters.
16, I might go with this one. You might be surprised.
Over 2,000?
Over 2,000, maybe Duke of Spin. But it's quite close. But it's nice at the end of the yard. And let me tell you something. I know they only won maidens in Durban, but I promise you they gave me real good feels.
Well, anything else from your side? Duncan seems to like a few. You?
Yes, both my next 2 rides for Mr. Howes must have massive chance. Nathan's horse looks more of a quartet type horse.
What's the number?
We are on number 124. But not 124.
Well, the 100 will come soon, the way you're going, but a nice one here. Nice to get one on the board early as well.
Thank you. Huge thanks to Mr. McLean. Thank you to Winning Form. And to Mr. Howes, obviously could use anyone in the jockey room, and the fact that he asked me to fly down. Thank you for having me on his horses.
Well played.
Thank you.
Muzi Yenny and Duncan Howes team up with the strongly fancied favorite. It smiles all round, I'm sure, for the guys that bank at this horse, number 13, Thanksgiving in the pick 6. I battled to get the numbers. I was screaming and shouting this horse home, but I'm going to glance across and try and get you the 13, 3, 1, and 6. 13, 3, 1, and 6 is the way they cross the line. Race number 3. Up next, it's the last exotic. It's race number 4, jackpot time.